Hey everybody, it's Primus, and today we'll be taking a look at Blokees Classic Class Sentinel Prime. Genuine license, ages 14 and up, and apparently only 90 pieces, so I should be able to do this in one sitting. With light up eyes, look at that. If you hear that rattling, I've gone ahead and taken the plastic off all the sprues to help myself get into this a little bit sooner. Always a lovely addition. You can build him as the gray core robot without any of the red armor. Make him look a bit more like a prototype just arrived on Earth, except for he already was red on the moon, and we're just not going to worry about it because there were some problems with that film. Exclusive weapons and accessories? I would sure hope so. I don't know of any other Blokees Dark of the Moon Sentinel Primes, but could be wrong there. Alright, let's open them up. Freshly assembled, we see Sentinel Prime wielding his iconic weaponry, the Primax blade and the shield. Getting a closer look at the figure, you can see he has a wrist missile as well. Removing the shield allows us to free up his hand, and I might just have to rip it out. Oh, that is firmly in there. Give me a sec. Now that the hand is cleared, we can take the bottom part of the Primax blade, wiggle it out, and he's got this tiny piece included with him. Make sure it's aligned correctly, and you can slide it into the other blade so that he can dual wield. Nice! Also included is his cosmic rust cannon from, well, you know the scene. Complete with blast effect. Now this has a sort of curved opening here, so you can much more easily slide it on and off. I really appreciate that. Sentinel also comes with a pair of splayed hands that I will never use, save for the purposes of this video. Now, the fists are pretty tough to remove if you're pulling, but with them being a ball joint, luckily for now, this ball joint is sturdy enough. I'm just going to push the hand backward a bit, and it comes right out. It may not stay like that so sturdy for the future, but as long as I don't mess with it too much, I think it'll be good. And, it's there, you know, for posing, I guess. Look, this is forever how I'm going to be displaying him. Taking a closer look at the shield, if we come around back, we will notice that there are 2 additional holes up top, as well as another ball socket. That's just for this handle piece, if you want it to connect in a different spot. I really don't see the need for that, but okay. What is very nice about these holes up top, though, is storage for this piece, seeing as the base of the figure doesn't have holes compatible with any of the extra pieces. It's a great way to not lose that piece when not in use. Sentinel's base was designed to connect and adapt to other Blokees Classic Class bases. Simply push them together, and they're connected. For, reasons. I guess it is pretty nice to have everything smooth when you're displaying it. Luckily, he is not permanently affixed to the base, you just can pop it off. It's that easy. He also features an annoyingly long light-up eye. It is through a thing in his chest. Just any decent-sized vibration will take care of that, and they will light up. For a little bit too long. Sometimes you don't want it in the shot. As for articulation, Sentinel sports a fair bit. In fact, that is precisely what Blokees excel at. Starting with the legs, you have got quite a bit of upward range. Dang. This is partly thanks to a special joint he has in his hip on top of the existing ball socket. Ball joint at the foot, a little over 90 at the knee, ball jointed side skirts, 360 rotation at the waist. His cape-like flaps are on ball joints, though they can't move in and out very much. They do their job. Up and down at the shoulder pad, 360 swivel at the bicep, just over 90-degree bend at the elbow. Ball-jointed fists, though the ball is inside the fist itself and not the other way around. That's a little more unusual. And now let's take a closer look at that head sculpt. Very well detailed, especially for the size it's in. He does have a ball-jointed head, though it is on a translucent plastic ball joint. That is to bring the light up from the chest unit into the eyes. It also means it is much more prone to breaking than your standard ball joint, so you definitely want to be careful with that. But he does theoretically have 360 at the head if it weren't for his collar pieces. And again, light up eyes. Very pretty. As far as size is concerned, Sentinel is a bit on the smaller end of things, measuring at about 5.12 inches in freedom units, or about 13 centimeters for the sane rest of the world. Here he is with Studio Series Sentinel Prime, Dark of the Moon Leader Sentinel Prime, a couple recent deluxes, and as always, Badinyan. Sentinel Prime's a great little build, with full color instructions, everything exactly how it needs to be, fully labeled, about 90 pieces to this thing. Very simple process. This did take a handful of hours to make, but I was using nippers, and I fitted an X-Acto knife with one of those Flashmaster blades. They're quite thin indeed, and very flexible. So I did admittedly spend a lot of extra time shaving things down and getting it just right, given how incredibly expensive the Studio Series Voyager has become. This is a fantastic representation of the character. If you don't care about needing to transform, and you just want him to look good on your shelf, pose well, fight other guys, this is your dude. He's $20. He's a bit small compared to your average Transformer. Doesn't really fit into any size class, but if you have more Blokees Classic class, he's gonna fit right in. He's a solid figure, and though he doesn't transform, I highly recommend him if you just want any representation of the guy. He can blast your other figures from behind and look good doing it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any notifications. This has been Primus, and I will catch you next time. Take care. Also, his hands have slots in them, but he doesn't come with anything that fits, so I don't really know the purpose of it. Hey! Blokees Classic class. Freshly assembled, we see Sentinel Prime wielding his iconic weaponry, the Primax blade and the shield. Now if I could just get an iron hide, I could recreate that cosmic rust cannon sequence. Hell my map. Hell my map. Boom. Bleh.